In my opinion, coding or programming is a universal skill set that we should possess in this growing digital age. However, I did not grow up thinking of becoming a software engineer from day one. As a matter of fact, I don't even like to code every day for fun like many people claim to do. I chose to study electrical engineering for undergrad and then later on got a master's in media arts and sciences, which doesn't really involve a lot of coding anyway. I literally became a software engineer as a profession a bit over a year ago. So if you do not possess a computer science or software engineering background and you're considering this as a career, this video could give you a better perspective of the benefits from the point of view of someone who feared becoming a software engineer before. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Apprentice Diary. If you're new to this channel, I talk about my early career as a software engineer, my lifestyle, side hustle, and experience in academia. In this video, I'm going to highlight the 5 reasons why I love being a non-traditional software engineer so far. Now, let me backtrack a bit and explain what I mean by non-traditional. I'm basically referring to a non-traditional career path to software engineering without starting off with a college degree in computer science. This takes me to the first reason why I love being a software engineer, and that is software engineering is a high demand career that has a low cost of entry as long as you have access to a computer and the internet. I love that there are tons of resources online to help you become a better coder, and you can literally be a completely self-taught coder and work for the FANGs. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with Tony Stark or Iron Man, and I wanted to be like him, someone who could bring an idea to life using my own hands and skills. I thought the best way to get there was to take what I considered at the time the most difficult engineering major, which for me was electrical engineering. I did not think I was smart enough to learn how analog and digital circuits work on my own, or anything related to electromagnetism for that matter. I was going to pay $60,000 per year for a BS degree anyway, so might as well spend it on a major that will teach me how to design, model, fabricate a circuit board, an antenna, or metamaterial, and get access to super expensive electronic lab equipment such as an oscilloscope, function generator, spectrum analyzer that cost tons of thousands of dollars that I will never buy. Also, to become an electrical engineer, most companies, if not all, will require you to have a 4-year degree. On the other hand, anyone with the will could just go online and learn how to code. It is just so much more accessible and affordable, and most companies don't even require you to have a formal education to get hired and get paid well. According to a 2018 survey conducted by Stack Overflow, about 27% of software engineers do not possess a college degree, and most of them were self-taught. In the 2020 survey, less than 10% of the developers think that a formal education is even needed for success. In recent years, many companies such as Google, Apple, Meta, LinkedIn are recruiting coders without a 4-year degree in computer science anyway. Now, the second reason why I love being a software engineer is that you can make a larger impact through your work. The internet enables us to spread information faster and get digital tools on the hands of millions affordably. You can literally build a game that gets played by hundreds of thousands of people, or build a platform to connect patients with healthcare providers faster. At my job, I get to build and improve features that get distributed every week to help people make manufacturing processes easier, faster, and more efficient for the frontline worker. The third reason is that it forces me to code every day and become better at it. During my second year of college, I took Intro to Microcontroller, and in that class, I was exposed to hardware description languages like Verilog, assembly, and C. This class gave me a negative impression about coding and left me feeling like I could never become a coder by profession. By chance, I did become a software engineer, and I've been consistently coding for about a year now, literally learning production level front-end development at the job. This changed the entire notion of coding for me and put me in a way more positive mindset. Being a software engineer gave me a chance to fight that fear that I wasn't good enough and prove to myself that I can do anything with the right mindset. The fourth reason why I love being a software engineer is that it gives me a lot of freedom and flexibility. With my unlimited PTO, it gives me peace of mind knowing I don't have to give an excuse to take an extra day off or even keep track of how many leaves are left in a given year. I know having an unlimited PTO is not always a good thing, and it will depend a lot on the culture of the company and also your manager or tech lead. I'm very fortunate to work for a company that have a very healthy culture, and tech leads are very understanding and put an incredible emphasis on good life balance. I've heard of managers who micromanage even your bathroom and coffee break, and if you're one of those, then save yourself because life is too short for this. Anyway, having flexibility and freedom allow me to also have a flexible work schedule. I can skip the early morning traffic and commute to the office a bit later and save myself an hour to do other things instead of being stuck in traffic. I can work from home, work from the office. I can literally work from anywhere as long as I have my MacBook Pro. This gives me so much more time to work on my hobbies, spend time with my families and friends, and just enjoy life in general. The fifth and last reason is the high starting salary. Even though I don't get that juicy high six-figure salary that a lot of people claim to get as a software engineer, especially if you're working for the banks, it is still a great field with fairly high starting salary that will eventually let me get that really big high check, I guess. It is pretty obvious that the sooner you start with a higher salary, the greater the freedom and opportunity you get. I can put a lot more into my retirement account and let the money work and compound for me. I can kickstart a generational wealth by investing into the stock market or real estate. I can travel and spend more time with my families and friends. And one of my financial goals is to get to a point where I can afford a fully paid trip for my parents and grandparents so they can see the world they have not yet seen, and I want to be able to also provide for them just like how they provided for me while I was growing up. Overall, I definitely recommend people to become a software engineer if they can, because of all the reasons I've mentioned before. Incredible amount of resources to help you learn without breaking the bank, a fulfilling career that makes you feel like you are making an impact in others' lives, an opportunity to constantly refine and hone an essential skill for this digital era, freedom and flexibility, and also high starting salary. I hope you were able to get something out of this video. If you want to see what a normal day looks like for me as a software engineer, check out my blogs. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing to this channel, and I will see you in the next one.